I've still got a bunch of turkey bones left from Thanksgiving, so let me show you guys how I make a beautiful homemade stock. Now all these bones are already nice and roasted, so all we have to do is drop those into the biggest pot we have. Now fair warning, we are dog sitting for a couple weeks, so you might see a couple of visitors in the background for the foreseeable future. Now for veg, you can truly do whatever you want here, but at the very bare minimum, you have to have some onions, celery, and carrots. Now if you have any root vegetables, you could peel these if you'd like, but giving them a really thorough wash should be more than good enough. And now one last thing, alright, these do not need to be fresh veggies. Any celery you got dying in the fridge, any leftover onion scraps, all of that will work beautifully. Like I said, you can add any vegetables you want or just have laying around, but for my stock, we're going to start out with that mirepoix. And we're also going to go ahead and drop in one whole leek, one big old turnip, one pretty large parsnip, a nice handful of sliced ginger. Typically, I'll do 2 heads of garlic, but this time I only have 1, a couple inches of lemongrass. And lastly, for our herbs, I like to go in with a beautiful bouquet of thyme, rosemary, and parsley. The last few things we're going to add are plenty of black peppercorns. And how could we possibly forget the most impactful ingredient of all time? 3 bay leaves. And all there's left to do now is fill up our pot to the top with water. And now right when that starts to boil, we're gonna cut down our heat and bring this to a simmer. And now for the first half hour to hour, I like to go ahead and skim off any impurities that might rise to the top. And all we gotta do now is let this simmer away for hours, okay? And it is currently 1 a.m., so I'm gonna go to sleep and we'll come back to this thing when I wake up in the morning. So it's been about 13 hours and I'm now ready to call this, okay? So I'm gonna start by getting rid of as many of those big chunks as I can. And all there's left to do now is strain out the rest of our stock. Now as easy as that, you have a beautiful bone broth for any of your cooking needs. This stuff does taste fantastic by itself and it's pretty good for you as well. Just make sure you drop in a little bit of salt. Cheers, everybody.